So, wait a second, let me restart that music. Welcome everybody to yet another music production live stream. I am Felix Rösch, Berlin-based composer, mining the edges of electronic, ambient and classical music. That's what I do for a living for more than 10 years now. And here on these live streams you will find a very small and beautiful community of music makers from all over the world sharing our stories, always learning new stuff together while I'm live streaming all my music making sessions. I do that usually in the morning, like from 10 to 12, 10 to 14, whatever, you know. And I'm already seeing lots of beautiful people here in chat. Eduard Flemmer, who is actually a very talented songwriter, producer here from Cologne. Hello Eduard, how are you? And today we are going to continue working on the new EP, which will be out probably by the end of this year. Eduard says, hi Felix. Hello Eduard. And today, like I said, we'll be working on the new EP. Let me just open Dorico for that. On the last... Oh wait, I forgot to update the date. Let me do that real quick. Today is the 20th of April and not the 19th. I hope everybody can hear me well. Let me just check if that works. Okay. It might be a little bit too quiet, but if it is too quiet, let me know and I will turn the volume up. You know what? I will just turn the volume up. Now that's the left channel and that's the right channel. That should be better, I hope. Okay. Whoa! And that is a little bit loud. Perfect. Now, yesterday we were... Edward asks how many tracks are planned. I don't know, Edward. I don't know. What I can tell you is the time frame I've planned for this, and that is it was roughly 20 weeks. I lost 3 of these weeks due to like Corona, burnout, depression mode, and we had to renovate as well, and it was just a horrible time. And now I'm slowly climbing out of that. Whatever we can get done in 15, 16 weeks. That's the answer, I think. But at least one track, at least one. And this one here is... Everything's pretty loud here. Okay, this is better. Now this one we've been working on for the last 4 streams, I think. So, I don't know, like 14, 15 hours we've spent already working on this year. But I think it originated from a very simple idea on the cello, which is just which was inspired a little bit by Johan Johansson's Zurich, which is again a great track. If you haven't already, check it out. It's also on my contemporary classical playlist here on Spotify. Zurich, it's beautiful. I hope it's not too close to the original, but yeah. This was the inspiration for it. And I think what I would like to do now is just play this on the piano, like see if there's anything left for us to do, because we spent quite a lot of time working on this actually. And if this is fine, then I think we can move on to the next track. And again, this is we are just creating material to work with when there are real musicians here. So my plan is to invite a couple of musicians to this studio space here, and then just look at these pieces, see what they can add to that. Maybe they would play some stuff differently, or they have some other ideas how to play certain parts, or maybe we will rearrange the whole thing. You know, it's pretty open, but just to have some material which we could work with, and maybe record some stuff. I just write that down like it is so that it could be played. And then at the end of that, so we will do several workshop sessions like these. And at the end, like in September probably, we will hopefully be able to go into the studio and record the whole thing with like a group of musicians with an ensemble. And of course we'll add electronics and everything we can do, everything we can utilize, we will utilize. So there is that. Yes. Okay, I think we'll start by just playing this on the piano, and yeah, we'll just see how this works, if it works at all. Oh, and I would like to try one thing. There is a great condensing feature, so I would like to condense basically all. Yes, I would like to condense all the cello into one voice, and I think that is possible in Dorico. Let me just see. But I forgot how to do that. Let's see. This might be interesting. Oh, by the way, Eduard, how are you? Well, how's your life? How's your life going? What are you doing? Boom, 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 boom. Edward says, haha, that is so funny. Oh, funny? Am I being funny? Oh God. Being funny without intending to be funny is always a bad sign. Hey, and I'm, actually, Eduard and I have quite a long history. I think we met in 2008, 9, something like that, at a some kind of festival in Cologne for film music, and yeah, have just recently been in contact again. And I originally wanted to produce a track for him. Like he's like I said, he's a very talented songwriter and singer, and yeah, but then lots of bad stuff happened, and now I'm trying to dig myself out of this hole, and I'm just really focusing on things that I need to do, and just one thing so this idea is right now I'm more in hibernation in that regard, but yeah, I'm trying to pull myself out of it. And I think live streaming and working on this EP is kind of the way for me to do it. So Edward says, so I know the depression hole you talk about. Well, you should know. You won. Okay. So I won. I think I won in 2009. Oh, what? I'm not quite sure what the you won is referring to. No, but it's really right now. I'm just doing only that, and there's lots of other projects I would have to, I would have to call directors, and I would have to do lots of stuff. But I'm just focusing on this right now because I feel like this helps me in a way, and just focusing on one thing and trying to do that for now is feels like the right thing to do. I don't know. It helps. All right, but let's see how condense. Yes, condensing. That's what I want to do. Exclude what? Enable condensing. That's the first thing we have to do. Custom condensing groups. I think that's something we have to do as well. So we want to have the cello 1, 2, and 3 apply. close. So nothing happened. Why? Maybe we have to wait, of course, that makes sense. We have to go to page view, probably. Do we? No, but it's still not working. Okay, now here it has condensed jelly 1 and 2, but I want wanted to add the cello 3 as well. So how do we do that? Condense divisi and adjacent players. Apply. Close. New. Still did not work. Yeah, but Edward, how are you? What's going on with your life? Because these two should be like, it should be pretty easy to condense these, right? It's weird. And Edward writes, "It's very good to see you. Nice that you concentrate on a thing that will help you. We can still work together someday in the future." Yeah, I would love to. Just like with, there's so much great stuff to do. We can still work in the future. No worries. It is great to see you work. Thank you. That's really nice to hear, Edward. Yeah, I mean, right now you're watching me trying to work with Dorico. Wait, I will just give it a quick Google search. Dorico condense.
Hello, staves.
Yeah, that's pretty loud. Thank you.
There may be dozens of staves that all need to fit on a single sheet.
Yes.
Wait.
Okay.
This.
And then we have to, but it seems like it's activated already. Where is it?
Even when using larger formats, can result in each staff being drawn at a small rastral size.
No, what do
Hiding
we do?
empty staves is one way
Set
to
up
alleviate this.
layout options.
Though in full is shown is in unison, but playing different rhythms achieve a readable result. Okay,
yes, that's what I want to
produced in these scores to read this that must that music on instrument and work label disabled for every entry of music to disambient.
I really need to do a very simple thing.
Phrases
that's way
menu
above
command, or by switching it on in layout options in a new section at the bottom of the player's page.
Condensing and
Dorico detects phrases of music that it uses to determine
that's
how
what
to
I want to do.
each system.
That's exactly what I want to do.
In simple terms, this is a run of notes without intervening ref.
You know what? I'll just do it differently. That's too much hustle right now. Apply. All right. I'll just. And maybe that's the better way to do it as well. I'll just take all of this and just add this to the voice below. I think that's easier. And then we can also take this here and add this to that voice. Now that looks crappy, so maybe we'll just exclude the last part, but just these. All right, maybe this should, yeah, okay, perfect. And we just need a different clef here. Let's give it a treble clef. All right. Okay, now this looks better. Page view. Okay, I think now we can kind of start working on this. That looks better, right? Does it? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Wait, let's save it before we export it, so we have the new timestamp here. All right. And it's still a little bit quiet here on stream, is it? Okay. All right, export. Oh no, that's not what we want. Pages. Okay, the page numbering changed. Probably, yeah. Okay, 2, 3, because it now. Okay. Okay, 5 to page 8. I don't know. Yeah, 5 to 8. That was correct. Perfect. Let's export this. Override. All right. Lucy Waves, good morning, she writes. And Lucy Waves, if you knew what you did to me, I'm completely hooked on Dogecoin and all that stuff right now. And this Exodus thing, yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. And I lost 50 euros, I think, since yesterday, which is fine. I think I'll just, I think the best way to handle all this is just not to touch this and leave it be for 20 years or 5 and then look at it again. But yeah, it's lots of fun. And by the way, where do you buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that? And where do you sell it? I would love to know your opinion because you seem to know your stuff. Oh, and there's another radio station in the UK that wants to play Bercuse, my latest single, which is always nice. Amazing, thank you so much. Really, I appreciate your help on this one. Hopefully, we will be playing your track on Alex's show this Sunday between 3 and 5 p.m. Here's a link to our live stream. I hope it's possible to listen to this in Germany. All right. Yeah, sounds great. You will hear about this on my socials. If you'd like to promote this online, we're at Scala Radio on Twitter and Scala Radio UK on Instagram. Alexis is Alexis French best. Great. Oh wait, what's this? Okay, yeah, perfect. That's good. Hey, and by the way, my tracks are actually doing pretty well right now. The piano EP, I mean, it's really, here I got added to this classical releases playlist, and I thought, yeah, that's just 1 week of high hopes. But then this continued. Like right now, I'm consistently having like 4, 5, 7, 3,000 people listening every day, which translates to lots of streams actually. And follower growth. I think Spotify got rid of some of their followers, like fake profiles and stuff. I hope, because that's a steep drop for one day. Okay, enough talking. Let's go to working on this track. Lucy Waves writes, nice, glad to help. We'll be laughing about all this a lot next year over beers. Yes. I buy and sell on a Brazilian exchange called Mercado Bitcoin. No, not usable to you, I suppose. You have to use an exchange in your country. Okay. Yeah, I have one for Bitcoins already, and I guess I should. I think the one thing I'm not sure about is if I have a wallet now with Exodus, and if I want to transfer Bitcoins from my site in Germany to this wallet, it always costs a lot of money actually to do that. That's just a little bit expensive, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and we laugh about this being millionaires, Dogecoin millionaires. And I dreamt that I think I have like 230 Dogecoin right now because I also bought some more. And I dreamt that these were like bitcoins, like one Dogecoin would be 50,000 euros. So then we would be millionaires. That would be great. But then I woke up and, well, it wasn't the case. So that is fine as well. All right, I'll just load up the score here, and then we'll have a last look at it before we move on to the next track and see if there's maybe some stuff we can change. Okay. And if you're wondering, there's a really nice human being helping us here, cleaning up some stuff. That's what you're hearing in the background. But all right. Okay, no, it's deeper. It starts here. Sorry, I was distracted by seeing if the levels were right. No, but it sounds good. It sounds good. All right. So. That's very deep, is it? I mean, not deep in a, in a philosophical or whatever sense, but I feel like this should be more up here. Maybe the whole track should be up one octave in the beginning, and then could go down, so like that first. That's a better version, like start high, then low. Then basically the same thing. What is this? I'm not sure about this. What's nice about this is that the melody is so very high, so that, you know, there's a clear distinction between melody and background in the second part. So this might work. Yeah, let's stop talking. Keep on playing. Bar 20. Yeah, we'll continue bar 20. Ah, okay. But it's high up. Yeah, okay, so we. can't go lower than the C here with the cello, so and so we might have to go up. And, yeah, I'll kind of like this. And then one version was cool, I think, on one of the first streams where we played exactly this part but just with the lower voice. So let me just start a little bit earlier. Wait, that was not what. And then D. And then just. Because I like that. I like, you know, you build this tension and then you don't, you know, you don't live up to that in a way, which is good. Which is, you know, it creates expectations, and then we start to play with these expectations, and that's a good thing, I think, from a musical standpoint. So first thing we'll change is that this whole first passage is played 1 octave higher. We need a new key for that. New clef, I mean, not new key. New clef, that looks fine. And of course we'll also transpose the melody 1. And I think I like the fact that it's, you know, basically first it's the same melody. It's the same melody note, so which is good. And then we are here. And then we go 1 octave down. We just have to see how we continue with that, but because we can't go any lower than this C here. On the cello at least. And we also need a new clef. This clef. Hey, and let's see if we can turn this into a... Yes, no, it works. Weird. Okay, I had to click this here instead of clicking on these buttons. Kind of counterintuitive, or I'm just a little bit... all right. Now we got this. What was the other thing? Okay, now we hit. Okay, now this one has to be 1 octave up because we can't go any lower. But I thought this was working quite well. And yeah, the other thing was we built tension up to this point, and then, well, not pianissimo. Maybe like mezzo forte, right? We shouldn't go too crazy on this. A beautiful mezzo forte. Mezzo forte at the end. No, that's not what I wanted. All right. And I think we can group these dynamics together. Can we? Yes. Well, not a great idea. Well, at least. Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh wait, and why is this here still? You know what? I'll just go to gallery view. It's less confusing. So we have this, and then we drop to a piano, like a subito piano. Piano subito. Okay, that's fine with me. Now, is it possible to place this here? Yes, perfect. So we have a crescendo, crescendo, and then we're just down to this, and we'll just get rid of the upper voice on the first time around. Second time around, we'll have the second voice again. Why is here double sensor vibrato? Okay, I mean this is purely for playback's sake, I think. Okay, and there's a double sensor vibrato because it was in the other voice as well. So all right, yes, let's export this. Overwrite. Oh wait, and again save, then overwrite. Export, overwrite, perfect. All right, there is a new version. That's what I want to see. Okay, that's it. Let's play it again from the beginning. Yeah, that's much better. And then I'm not sure about this, but we'll just leave it in. And we have a okay. I need to learn to play my own piece now. Let's start from this ascending. Yeah, that's. And I think we'll just keep on going in one voice because it works very well. And just switching back might be a little bit too much. Yeah, and about this thing here, I'm really not sure about this. Boom, 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 boom. I think it should just start here again. Let's get rid of these. Goodbye. And have this here. And it will continue. Wait, there should be. There is a filter to choose the top note. Wait, filter. And I think I even applied a shortcut to this, but I forgot which. How it was. Let's see, maybe I find it again. N, no, C, no, 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 no. Okay, I forgot. That's one thing I miss about Sibelius. I knew all the shortcuts. Voices. I just want to select the top note. It would have been so much faster to just delete this right now. Okay, you know what? I'll do that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now I think from this D on, it should be both voices again. Okay, let's do this. Print, export, overwrite. All right. And there should be a new version right now. I did not save it anyway. Shouldn't matter. Right. Yep, okay, that's the new version. Perfect. Oh, you know what? Let's play it again from the beginning. That's, again, pretty high for a cello, actually, but... well, it's not too high. It's still... but it's higher than I planned. Ah. Forgot the crescendo. Okay, let's do that again. Maybe from that C to 3. Where is it? I just lost it. Where is it? There. Okay. I'll do the crescendo again. So we're here. Just stay on this. Okay. Yeah, I mean that works. I think this is a good. Then we go into the ascending behemoth. Yeah, and somehow it just rises and rises and rises, and at the end it's really just very high and very, very, very quiet, and dissolves. I think that's good. Okay, we are actually done with the first sketch. With the first sketch for a piece. I like it. And you know what? Hey Ruben. Ruben says, "Hello, Olive Felix." Thank you. Yeah, every day is a different day. I see you fixed the distortion on the piano sound, at least for me. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm a little bit paranoid by now. Distortion on the piano sound. But yeah, I hope I fixed it. I'm watching the meters very closely here in OBS right now. So hopefully that helps. Okay. Yeah, I think this is something we can work with. And Lucy Waves, I think this track the name will stay. Maybe not Pay Up Vienna, but Vienna. Because, yeah. If you have been following these streams, you know why. All right, save it. Bam. Vienna is done. Let's, in setup mode, let's put this to the very beginning. So it's the very first file. Yeah, 4 pages. Oh, where did the flow duration go? No, it's here. What? I want all of that, please. Thank you. And I want it now. No, I want it here. Yeah, just not that big, please. Okay. And let's go to engrave mode. And let's give this some more room. Perfect. So this is titled Vienna. Its origin was String Loop 6. That was a recording we did, or I did, like between the streams, which was basically just this. And I think it's fine. Yeah, where do we go from here? We have our first sketch. And another thing is to see how many sketches do we need. Like if I invite musicians, here I usually calculate like 70 euros per hour. They are here. So if we have 2, it's 140. It gets expensive really quick. So it's like 280 euros for 2 hours. And I think 2 hours is good. Yeah, and we have to, let's go to our budget again. Budget. No, this. All right. I planned like 2,500 euros for musicians. Let's plan this. How many of these sessions can we actually do with 2,500 euros? So if we're saying we have like 2 hours, and that's roughly, let's say 300 euros. Oh, let's be correct. 280 for 2 musicians. 2 musicians. 2 hours, 2 musicians. Then, although 70 euros per hour is quite a lot, but that's what I was told in my that if a professional musician should get that. But we'll see what they want. But I think for 2 hours with two musicians. And I mean, again, I don't want, my niece also plays the violin, but I want people who actually do this, who play in orchestras and whose job it is to play this instrument, and who have probably studied for 20 years playing the instrument. So I think it's fair. Okay. So we have this for 2 hours. How many of these sessions can we do if we want to record for, have a 4 or 5 hour session at the end? So let's see. You know what we'll do? We'll do a nice calculation here. We'll have musicians. How many? Then hours. Yeah. And then we'll also have the occasion. So let's call this first workshop. We'll have 2 musicians for 2 hours, and that's like a rate maybe as well, like 70 euros, and that is so €2 musician. No, let's do this the nice way. Format, align, condensing bolt. Is this too much? Is this too much right now? I really like spreadsheets. I'm really sorry. Yeah, but we have to calculate this, right? If I plan for a 5 hour session with 2 musicians, we'd be able to use much more material than if we had just had 1 hour with 1 musician. It really, the things we do right now really depend on what we can spend. It certainly does not depend on the fact that there is the right unit written there, but I still want it. Clear formatting. No. Wow, there was a great way to do this here. I remember, but I don't remember how. Anybody in chat knows? Yeah. Here, more formats. That's what I mean. Kilometers. Well, I think you could even just want hours. No, custom date and time formats. Let's see what happens now. Okay, I don't care. Let's just get rid of plain text. No. Just want to have a 2 hours. And musicians, that should also just be a number. Automatic. This should be automatic. Rate, it should be in euros, and this should be this times this times this. All right, perfect. Okay, let's just make this like that, and here we have it. And then we should have a total amount, which is the sum of this through. We probably won't do that many sessions. Okay, first workshop, 2 hours, 2 musicians, sounds good. Second workshop, we'll do the same thing. Same rate. All right. Now, someday we have the studio recording, and this will be by far the most expensive one. Ruben writes, you are now an Excel master too. You can excel at anything. Oh, I love dad jokes, especially if it involves some kind of Excel spreadsheets element. It's beautiful. All right. Oh, and let's also have something here that tells us how much money we have left. So we still have about 2,000 euros. So the big recording session will be, wait, let's have this be automatic as well. Wait, why is this? Okay. Second workshop. Studio recording. We'll have a cello, a viola, a violin, a flute, maybe, and maybe a clarinet, something like that. 5 musicians, I think. I want to be recording for at least 4 hours. You know what? Let's make it 5. Rate is still the same. Calculation is still, and that's expensive, right? All right, now this is good to know, right? This is very good to know. And now we can see if we just do 4-hour recording session, we could do another one of these workshops. And I think we would have to see how effective these workshops are, and if this actually, you know, does what I wanted to do. We could also say like 4.5 hours. With half an hour pause. I mean, we need to have a pause between, right? So I mean, this looks fine. And I mean, more than 2 musicians here in this room will be pretty. I mean, maybe we could do 3, maybe. So if we have a third workshop with 3 musicians, we're a little bit over, like 55 euros, which would be okay. And then we could do one with just 1 musician, and we're back again. So I think this is realistic. So 2 hours for our first workshop. Yeah. So what can we do in 2 hours? Let me just move this a little bit out of the way. Hire thinner musicians. Yeah, and thinner instruments. Maybe we all play just piccolo instead of cello. But I think it's fine. I think that's fine. They can be as big or small as they want. As long as they play good, we'll make space here. Okay. But this looks like a plan to me. Can I delete one? Insert delete row. Yes, that's what I want. It feels like it's getting real. Shit's getting real, but it's good. Let's make this more beautiful here. Yeah. And I mean, maybe. No, but 70 euros is good. I think it's good. I mean, you have to consider that they have to travel here. They have to bring their instruments. They have to tune their instruments and all that stuff. So, you know, they have much more work than just 2 hours. So and especially if we say it's really just 2 hours, it's quite a tight schedule. So, and I honestly think 2 hours in 2 hours we could just do maybe 2 pieces, maybe if at all. What if we do 3 hours? we'll have to see. Let's plan with 2 hours. That's then we know what we're working with. And the question is, what do we want to do in these 2 hours? Like, do we want to record this whole piece once? What I would like to do is have them play the parts, like their respective parts. So if we have this piece for 2 celli and viola, I would love for them to just play through their part. So we'd have like cello 3. This is obviously not playable by one cello. It would be playable by one cello, but it would be pretty hard. But it's basically just 2 cello voices, so they play through their voice once. I would love to listen to that. Obviously, we can already record that to clicks, so we have just a raw version. I think that's a good idea, to just record one version like it is, and then see where we can enhance that. I mean, it really depends on the musicians we're inviting, because if they are just used to playing music from sheet notes, from notation, and that's it, that would be a little bit disappointing, because I need more input, I think. But maybe I don't know. Basically, I want composers who are very good musicians, who bring their own ideas. Well, honestly, I don't really know what to expect from that. I have to think about that, because if we are too specific with the ideas, they just play what's written there and that's it. So maybe it's also a good idea to to start with that piece, or maybe to just start with or maybe it's the best idea would be to also have this piece here, but just mark certain areas which are important, like this, boom, 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 obviously, and then have them improvise with this and see what they can do, and how long, for example, they could just play this. That's another thing, right? How long can you repeat this, and how much variation can you put into this to make these 2 bars interesting to listen to for like a minute? Is it possible to have that play for a minute and be interesting? That is something this Dorico program will not be able to tell you. And obviously I can't play the cello that well, so I can't tell you as well. But maybe that's something to find out. And then depending on that, we could, extend certain areas and I think that's a good idea, to just mark certain areas as very important and then do some improvisations based on that. And if we want to do all of that in 2 hours, that's already a lot. So I think what we could also do is, I think we should work on a second piece. But when that piece is finished, we should, as soon as possible, invite somebody here. Because in 2 hours, we wouldn't be able to do more than 2 pieces, I think. What's this? Wait, okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Now, one thing we could do, and that's pretty obvious, is we could just work on our. I think in a way it's ours, because we're working on this together, and your sheer presence has an impact on the music that's happening here. So I think it's fair to say hours. A new idea would be, yeah, maybe we do that. I think one idea I had in the very beginning was to do a rework of a track from my from one of my EPs. Oh, let me see. And it's actually my most favorite track. In my experience, the best track I ever produced, and that's this one here. It didn't get any love really, but I really like it. So yeah, we could also. I mean, that would be interesting, right? To just play the musicians this track and ask them, yeah, and to just try to recreate that. With cello and viola. And to just record certain loops, because this is based on 2 loops and 1 melody roaming free. And that's a lot already for 2 hours. Like, that's one thing we could do. Although I also think this would be incredibly beautiful with the whole ensemble. So if you know, this melody is played by a flute and a clarinet, and then the viola takes over, and it's just like this pointillistic melody. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but this will be beautiful, I think. Oh, it has potential to be very beautiful. Then string loop number 2. What do we have here? Okay, no. Okay, I remember. I can show you all the. Oh, let's listen to the original. String loop number 2. It's really tough. We can't do a lot in these workshops, actually. So it's really a very limited amount of things we can do. I think 2 hours is a really tough time schedule. But I also think like doing 3 would be a little bit too much, because you know, concentration also plays a huge part in this. No, please stop. Thank you. Oh, what's that? That is way too loud. Please stop. Please make it stop. Make it stop. Ah. Okay. What? That was terrible. I'm really sorry for this. And I know why this happened. It's because the key step. No, it's not because it should be internal. Okay, thank you. Wait. This is actually the Rev 2. Okay, I'll just switch off the synthesizers. Let's hope. Yeah, that was one idea. not sure about this. Ooh, that's not bad, but it's also not really good. So, Shawshank chords. So the piano has turned into a trumpet as well, or trombone. I think a way to fix this is... Yes, okay. No. What's this? Ah, okay. This is better. I think this is better than this string loop. I think string loop 2 is out of the equation. Let's... Goodbye. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Save. Yeah, this is actually pretty beautiful. I mean, it's again inspired by a track by another composer, and she is really good. I love a lot of her works. Carolyn Shaw, and this is actually, you know, there is one point in is it? I'm not quite sure which piece it was. Limestone and Felt, I think. There's one moment in this piece where, you know, she's more of a like less poppy than I am, I would say. It's more not academic. It's definitely not like, but it's more it's less pop. Let's put it that way. Although it heavily, you know, takes inspirations from that, and that's the reason why I really like her work. Carolyn Shaw, is it Valencia? Maybe it's Valencia. There is a moment in this piece, maybe it is, I really fell in love with. And you see, it's really, she also works a lot with patterns, and it's just the stuff I like, and the stuff I really like. No, that wasn't it. I think it wasn't this piece. And by the way, you can buy her scores on her website. Is it Punctum? Yeah, I think it's here. Well, it doesn't matter really, because I cannot show you. I cannot play you the track. Is it here? Oh, it was such a beautiful moment. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to play you anything. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But there's a beautiful moment in one of these pieces, and I thought, why not take this moment, do something that is inspired by that, and expand it. That's how I work. I mean, there are other people who work differently, but I find music that directly inspires me, and where I think I want to do something like that, and usually I always end up somewhere else. So, for example, with Becoming Ocean, which until this day is one of my most successful tracks in terms of streams. I wanted to write something that sounded like Rival Consoles. What's it called? Untravel. So if you listen to that piece, you might hear some similarities, but in the end it ended up being something very different. So, and that's for me, that's the way I usually start. You know, have something that inspires me a sound, and then go from there. I think it's fair. I think it's fair to do that. So, let us. Yeah, I think I'll just play through some of these ideas here. So that's another thing we could do. Although this looks more like looks more like something to do. We could do with an ensemble. I think I'm a little bit fascinated by the idea to work on this rework of Hummingbird. I mean, we could also try to do something completely new. But that would be a little bit too much, I think. I mean, not too much, but we have lots of material already. Oh, and another thing I would love to see. New EP, not Pay Up Vienna. Material is from my string quartet. There is a movement. Wait, build. Come up. The second movement from my string quartet, which I think, you know, I think it's just two voices, which would be perfect actually for perfect for two musicians. No, that's something else. Okay. Wait. I need to look at that. Quartet version 2. Let's just see what the latest file is. 2020. Okay, this looks like. Dorico, okay. Page view. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Right, this here. And everything's a trumpet with Dorico. Let's change this. No, it should be fine. No, it's Dorico, please. It's definitely not a trumpet. It says piano. Okay. Anyway, I think this is pretty nice. This is something we could do as well, and this is actually something that doesn't take too much time arranging for cello and viola. So, hey, maybe we can just, because this is something I don't necessarily need anybody to add anything to. It's difficult. I mean, I think we can, in 2 hours we could work on 2 pieces. I think it will be this, because with the Hummingbird rework, that's, I think, something I want to have played with a whole ensemble. And I mean, I could ask them how they would re-voice, or how they would do these, you know, these melodic, because the rest is pretty obvious. And I would love to. There's maybe we could do that. We just have to be very. I have to really know what I want from them. So the melody is something I would like to have them improvise something and just find out how they could voice that. So we would have to write that down, but that's not a problem. Then... And this background, this first... Whoop, 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 whoop. Maybe we need to record some sounds, and I'm just going to play with the effects and see if I can get something out of that. Okay, let's make a list. What should we do on our first workshop? Insert rows. So first workshop, I want to do the following things. Hummingbird, bird, melody, plus loop, this whoop, 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 effects. That's roughly like, I don't know. That's a lot of time. I always underestimate how much time it takes to do something like that properly. But I think the main focus should be this piece, Vienna. So how long would it take to record this? This is like 3 minutes. If we have 10 takes, which is not, maybe a little bit too much, it would be like 30 minutes just recording one voice, 30 minutes recording another voice, like 1 hour just recording, and 1.5 hours just recording this. Maybe we can't do that much. So let's say we have, this goes here, Vienna, we'll do like 90 minutes, then we have 30 minutes left for Hummingbird loop stuff. That's it. And I think then we are done. And I would love to have them also play through this, because it's really a beautiful piece. It's very simple, again, very much what I want to achieve with this EP, so it really fits well. So maybe they play through this if there is time. So but build play through. Maybe they just play through once or twice, and I'll hit record and see what we could do with that. Yeah. And maybe that's really just optional if there is enough time. Okay, so we have a plan, I think. What to do? Yeah. What do we need? We need Vienna. We have that piece ready. I think we need to arrange that in a way that it looks playable. Because right now it's not playable. It's close, but it's not really there yet. Gallery view. It's pretty easy to solve, I think. Now, how do I select the top voice here? You know what? I'll just go to the settings, shortcuts, key commands, top, filter, top note or single notes. I have a shortcut that's Control-Alt-Shift-T, which makes sense. Top note, right? T. Perfect. And now this one moves to, okay, there. And same thing here. Top note goes up. And same thing here. Top note goes up. And the same thing here, although there's a third voice there. So let's take the top note, bring it way up there, and this one up there. Okay, up there. Yeah, we'll just, I think it's a good plan. We'll have this here. I will have to transcribe the melody from Hummingbird, just to see if they can do anything with it, and then maybe have a playthrough of this. So let's say this is like 20 minutes, this is 10 minutes. That's pretty optimistic, but yeah, let's hope this works. Let's take the top voice here and wait, something went wrong here. Okay. Yeah, and then it somehow dissolves. I mean, that's something they can improvise, but can they? Wait. Yeah, let's see. That's something we'll care about later. We can get rid of these sensor vibratos because these are purely for playback, and I mean, when the musicians are right in the same room as you are, you can just talk to them. Although it should be. Wait, let's just clean this up here. That's really. Wait, legato should stay there. Let's make this score playable. I think that's a good plan. This is not playable. Okay, and we also need a viola. Viola. Perfect. Thank you. And that will go between. Oh, we already have two of them. All right, let's add one to this track. And let's take the melody from violin 2 and move that down to the viola. Okay. And I know this is bad, but I'll do it anyway. Just, you know, so I can read the voice. But again, this tells us that this is pretty high. It's pretty high, all that stuff. That's too high. But I mean, the end is no, this is fine. This is fine here. Although that makes me think. Makes me think. Maybe we need a violin instead of. Yeah, let's see. Clef treble. Yeah, so we actually, and this is viola 3. Why? We need viola 1. Can go up to viola 1, and then we can get rid of the violin and the third viola, at least for this track. So third viola we don't need, and the second violin we don't need. Yeah, perfect. So this looks good. This is a bad clef. Let's have this. Well, cellists can read the treble clef, right? I think they can. They should be able to do. Oh, wait a second. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit shocked, honestly, to see that we have just so little things, so little time with the musicians in our workshops. But yeah, I think it's a good start, right? Having one piece we'll call Vienna, which we'll really be working on, and Hummingbird, and maybe play through of the second movement of the string quartet. So yeah, and again, I want to stream this workshop session because this will take place here. So yeah, this will be an interesting live stream. In about 2 hours, and I will probably start the live stream when the musicians are here. But I need to find these people first. I have an idea who to ask, but we'll see. All right. I think so. This session today will be about preparing this first workshop, I think. Yeah, and then I would love to do a workshop with a flute player, because that's another instrument I really don't know too much about. And maybe another workshop with string players, but I don't really know. Let's see. I mean, the great thing is also that you get to know these people before you go into the studio with them. So, okay, let's just try to get this track here to a point where it kind of works, where it's playable. So let's take this, put it there. Okay, I'm just checking if the microphone is actually working, because I don't hear any sound here on my... Well, doesn't matter. What did I write? Better harmonic progression, please, not like an etude. Okay. Okay, Felix, I will look into this. Full score. All right. Right. Wait. Save first and then override. Okay. Okay, I will look into this. So I think I know what I mean. I know what I mean. Bar number 9. Hey, Maciej Sadowski. Hello. How are you? How was your day? In Berlin, the weather is quite okay right now, so I'm feeling a little bit better. Definitely has an effect, right? Yeah, and we're just preparing our first workshop session. Planning out what to record and what we'll be working on, because we just found out that it's really not, if 2,500 euros is reserved for musicians, and we want to do a 4.5 hour studio session, so it's really just one day. We won't do 2 days. That's way too expensive. We can only do like 3 workshops with 2 musicians each for 2 hours. And yeah, because I was, in my studio, while I was studying, our professor always said that like 70 euros for 1 hour with a professional musician is typical rate here. Maciej writes, cool, thanks. Sunny day. I am producing a song for my friend. Just have a break and I found your session. It's good, right? Just get a glimpse into what other people are doing around the world right now. Yeah. I didn't yet have a chance to listen to your new EP, but I listened to your old one, and it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Yeah. Do you also have this on Spotify as well? I would love to know how it does there, because it definitely has playlist potential. But yeah. Yeah, and I want to change one thing here. Oh, at least look at it, which is bar number 9. So this one here, where it just goes boom, 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 boom. The first time it does something different than just repeating these 2 bars with a second voice as well, and see if that can be done in a more like artistic way and less like a machine that's making music, you know. Let's see. All right. There's some kind of weird flanger or something like that on the microphone, I feel, but don't care. It's fine. Everybody can understand what I'm saying. So I have this. I don't mind, actually. I actually don't mind that. Let's see, maybe if I just play that voice. I think it's fine. Maybe it's really just listening back to this Dorico playback and then thinking, oh, this sounds so bad. This sounds so bad. Why is it so bad? And even though I know, it's hard to, it's hard to really know why it sounds bad. That's why I hate this playback. But it's kind of, sometimes I'm just too lazy, and then I'll do this and press play, and then it plays it back. And then I'm asking myself, why does it sound so bad? What did I compose there? And then I play it on a real instrument and think, well, maybe that's not too bad. This might be interesting. Maybe not. Maybe this is total. Maybe that's a really bad track, but I don't know. We'll try this out. By now, I just want to have it written in a way that people can read it. Okay, so this one is obviously higher. Okay, and how should this be played? Just wait. Maybe strong sul ponticello, maybe or sul tasto, maybe with a mute, maybe, who knows. That's a great comment. Okay. I would say playing technique, we'll go just poco vibrato, because I don't like vibrato. And then we'll just see. I think we'll just see with the musicians what they offer. We could try different stuff and then see. Just poco vibrato and no slurs, no other articulations here. Tenuto maybe. I'm even not sure about that. I think I would just leave it free. I would just see what they bring to the table, and then only thing I really think is important that it's really just tiny bit of vibrato. Maybe the viola can play a little bit more, but and it should just be very not fragile, but Majay writes, similar string part to the Massive Attack song Unfinished Sympathy. Oh, really? I need to listen back to. But then again, if I go down that rabbit hole, what my tracks might sound similar like, what my tracks sound similar to, unless it's really, really a danger of infringing on some copyright issues. Apart from that, I'm just trying not to think about that because it really grinds my gears. I know it costs too much energy for me to think about that. But yeah, in all honesty, it was like I said a number of times already here on the stream. It's here on my contemporary playlist. There's a track by Johan Johansson called Zurich, and that was the inspiration for this. I tried to do something similar. So, Maciej Sadowski says, "Hey, it's not bad. I just noted it reminded me of the song." That's okay. No, I think it's really fine. I think there's when composing or when writing music, you always draw from other people. If you do it consciously or not, it doesn't really matter. And I just chose to, for me at least, it works like I hear something that inspires me, like this track, and then I think I want to do something like that, and then I start, and like I said, usually I land in a very different place at the end. Or if I land in a place that is too close, I'll just say, okay, no. So in that case, I will listen back to Unfinished Sympathy. And one thing this reminded me of was especially this part here where it introduces this E flat, this Radiohead. Wait. What? That's not a trumpet, Dorico. That's a beautiful viola. Oh man, Dorico gets this wrong sometimes. Like all of the time. Let's see. Better. Thank you. Like this. At least when I play it on the piano, it's more obvious. And when I listened to that, I thought, well, that reminds me of Radiohead, of a Radiohead track. I can't really name the track right now, but I don't care. I like it. I like this. Take this as an homage to this track, or I don't know. As long as it's really not in danger of infringing on any copyright, I just go for it. All right. Let's get this to a playable state so we can show this to musicians who then don't think, what? Maciej asks, could you say once more the title of the piece from your playlist? Of course. If I was to pronounce this in German, I would say Zürich. Or in English, it would be Zurich. So Zurich. Can't find it. Oh, okay, really. I'll just, if you're on Spotify, just type Zurich and Johan Johansson. You should find it. All right, let's take a closer look at the dynamics here. Because I think at this point, let's see. Bar number 9. Maciej says, okay, got it, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's go to bar number 9 and see how the dynamics will go there. This one. Okay, let's think again. What I think it should go down again from bar 9 to the end of that phrase. So it goes up, and then oh, and I'm thinking, no, it's not possible. Although this is definitely playable by a viola. I'm thinking if the upper voice here, if that's something we could record with the viola, and that's possible, but this one here is not. So in the end, I think we're going down to this one. This should be played by, has to be played by a cello. This one again is fine. Yeah, I think most of the second violin could be played by viola. Maybe we'll do that. Because, I mean, if we have two instruments here, it would be nice to hear this played by two instruments at the same time without overdubbing, right? Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's rearrange it. Let's rearrange and get in a second viola instead. So this is not played by a cello anymore, but by a viola. Viola. There. All right. And it works. No, this doesn't work anymore here. So this part has to be played by a cello. It's a little bit disappointing because everything else works. Okay, let's get rid of the wait. First cello. Let's take all of this. Now let's take all of this. We just have this cello line here. Okay. So let's go down to cello 2. Okay, we just have two cello voices and two viola voices. That makes sense. I mean, then again, we could also record the the big question for me right now is what should be the end result of this workshop session. Should the end result of this track here be a recording of this, which we could use? I think there should be a recorded version, like one version where we just play through the whole thing. But it shouldn't be like a studio done. We'll take this. It should just be a really quick and dirty demo of this track. So in that case, yeah, we should do a recording, but we shouldn't spend more than like half an hour on that. I think so. If we do, it should be maybe that. We'll see. I have to make a very good plan of what we should do and how we can use that time. But I won't do that on stream. No worries. Okay, back to the dynamics here. I think it should go down again to this D, and then dynamics go down. It should be pianissimo again. It's just a very quiet track. Okay. Thank you. All right. Do we need cello 2? Yes, we need it here. But apart from that, we don't need cello 3 anymore. Okay, that looks good. I think it's a good idea to have this be playable by 2 instruments, like most of that. So we do one take of this. Okay, that's piano. Okay, and this gets the same dynamics here. Okay, perfect. Then we have to see how we solve this moment here, where it goes down, 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 and then of course this B flat is not playable anymore on a viola. So maybe we need to overdub this with the cello. I mean, that's a little bit poor, but hey. And this is something we could ask the player. You know, do you have any idea how we can solve this? You know, because I mean, maybe we could just do something like that. Right? Should be possible. I can see that. But without this. Oh well, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, but like I said, we'll have to figure that out. So this goes down again. Let's use that same dynamics. These same dynamics here. So maybe it can be shorter. Okay, and let's group them together as well. These here. Dynamics, group dynamics. Perfect. Okay, what happened here? Okay. So this is just dynamics pianissimo. Okay, this can start a little bit earlier. And here as well. Oh, and then it's also, I mean, obviously, but it's also great when just one instrument stops and the other one goes subito piano, piano subito, and it's just Yeah, and then we'll just continue with that. No. Boom, 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 boom. And again, from there to there, it's dynamics, piano, and a crescendo. No. No. Dynamics, piano plus a crescendo. Perfect. Same here. Same here. Same here. Okay, sounds like there is something missing here. Yeah, this is one of my teachers once said to me, when you compose, while composing, write down the dynamics right away, because otherwise it will be a very tedious process afterwards. And he was right. Yeah, this part here is really just the ascending behemoth, and that's a little bit. We'll have to look into that or plan that. How did I do that? Ah, you can. That's an interesting feature. You can just. No, how did I do that? Ah, okay. You can just switch crescendo to decrescendo by. Oh, that's a nice feature with just one keystroke. All right. Okay. Yeah, this one here is really, we'll have to see how we deal with this. Because this is obviously way too high. Yeah, but I think up to this point, we didn't take any care of the melody here. Maybe this should sneak in a way, you know, it's come almost from nothing. And here it should be there, noticeable. So let's have this, maybe that's possible? Yeah, oh, I love Doricos so much. It's such a good program. Yeah. Let's link these together. Wait, not link, but group. Let's tell the dynamics to group together. Yes, okay. So it comes from nothing. Like this is the climax of that. While these tracks go down. Not sure if it's a good idea, but we'll see. We'll see if this works. Okay. Yeah, and the end is a little bit chaotic right now. I think we need to look at that right now. Okay, still working. Perfect. I'm just a little bit too tired. But okay, let's work on this last E part. Okay, let's save this. Print. Export. Override. Alright. Yeah, we'll just need to find some way to end this. End it. Finish him. Or what's this Star Wars? Where the Imperator tells Luke Skywalker to finish Darth Vader. Finish him. I would love to do that with this piece here. Just have Imperator Palpatine's powers. Just okay. Let's be constructive. Then just go up, right? Not sure. Hey, we can use I just thought we could use the looper, but maybe not. Maybe we'll start higher. Maybe that's the easiest way to go. So we'll start like this again. We'll have 2, 3. Maybe 4. Oh, we could do 4, right? Why not 4? I mean, there are 4 written in the score. 4 in the score. And then just end on this. And then it can just fall apart. Yeah, I mean, that's something we could maybe, while we're working on this, we'll find another great way to end this. I could also think that's a possibility. Okay, let's write that down first. Okay, yeah, first of all, this needs to be higher. Let's get rid of all of this. And let's just add 20 empty bars. So higher. Let's take... Oh, wait, let's see where we came from. If that's a good idea to go 1 octave higher. But I'm pretty sure it is a good idea. Let's see. We come from... okay. So we're here. Yeah, it's good. I think it's even better than going one octave lower. Okay. Hey, and maybe there's some. We also have to think about if we want to use a click track, and if so, if there should be places where we don't use a click track, because I feel like, for example, here we could use lots of rubato or this whole agogic playing slower in certain places and just taking away some of the tempo and just speeding up in some places. It's really important. Yeah, not sure about this. So maybe here in places like that, I'll take out the click, and then we will just re-record on this part. So just a new take with the click, stuff like that. Okay, boom, 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 boom. That's good. Then we'll have another one with viola playing fifth above. So D, yo. And then we'll have another one with the second viola playing. Maybe the better idea is to have this being played by the cello. Second one. And then on the third time around, wait, we need a treble clef here. Third time around, we'll have this played by viola number 1, but just again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And fourth time around, we'll have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty high already. That's really high. Maybe that was the reason why I wanted to start low. Because in that case we would have lots of room to spare. Because then we could just go up and up and up. Yeah, okay, here it's... Depending on how good he or she is, that should not be too much of a problem. Especially as the whole piece should dissolve by there. Yeah, then it gets really tough. Maybe we won't have a third voice here, or it just slowly disassembles itself. Whoops. So it's maybe slowly starting to just be noise. The higher it goes, the more it's just something like that. Oh, and I would order these differently. I would say here. Cello number 1 and cello and viola number 1 should be together, and cello number 2 and viola number 2. Yeah. Oh, and wait. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Okay. So we don't need that. Okay. This looks okay to me. Yeah, I'm not sure about the ending. Something like that. That's maybe too high, but it doesn't need to be precise. Like, it can be a little bit off from the intonation standpoint, I think, because it's really just more noise. Wait, is there a possibility to have an arrow that indicates, for example, like this? And here it's really just only noise. Noise? No, I think we'll have to create an articulation ourselves or something. Only bow noise. So they would have to dampen the strings slowly, which, how should they do that? I don't know. Maybe that's just a suggestion right now. So and then also there is a dynamics thing going down to niente. Al niente, perfect, and then we're done. Let's see how this looks in page view. Oh, pretty bad. Great. Okay. Well, Dorico messed up here a little bit. Maybe that's because I did some. No. I didn't do anything here. Now, how do I tell Dorico to please start a new system here? Oh well, I'm getting to learn this program, so I'm still in the learning phase. So now I'm just looking for engraving arrows like this. this thing here. So how do I tell Dorico to move this to a new system? Can I just enter? No. It's probably some engraving thing. Music. No, now I'm writing music frame. That's not what I wanted. I just want to change the music that's in there. I don't want to insert a frame. Staff spacing. Graphic slices. Graphic editing. Okay, format system. What happens now? I inserted a system break. I mean, this looks better. Yeah, and let's also choose a different formatting here. Design, no, layout, was it? Yeah, layout options. Okay, it was correct. Marks and spacing. Page setup. Oh, size 3. Let's make it size 5. Apply. Okay, immediately looks better. Perfect. We don't even need that system break here. So let's go to engrave mode. Delete that. Yeah, Dorico does a good job here. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay. Done. Perfect. I mean, there's stuff like, I think I would like to have system break here, so we have these phrases put together on one system. But that looks good. Here again. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe that breaks things. Yes, it does. Oh well, but it's doing a good job again. Okay, and I think oh wait, I can lock this system here. Perfect. And then I can insert a system break. Nope, that looks like crap. So let's just insert a system break here. Okay, that's good. Then we start with this. Boom, 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 boom. Although, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Only thing I don't like is this here. What if we insert a system break here? Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's go through the different voices. So we'll start with cello 1. That's looking good. Okay. Cello 2. It could definitely use some treble clef here. At least from this point on. Maybe here from the C on. Treble. Hey, let's go to the score and do that there. Bar 55. Yeah. Clef. Oh wait, we're in engrave mode. Clef. Treble. This here should be grouped together, please. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look at cello number 2 again. And here it's okay. Looks good. Viola number 1. Okay. Good. I mean, that's high, but it's not too high, I hope. Whale number 2. Yeah, looks all good, I think. All right. I think that's it. And the camera is off. Okay. Should be good. Okay. Should be good. Yes, perfect. Yeah, I think we... Oh! Okay, I think we are done. With this, at least. No, it's really just... It's a really short track. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. That's fine. I think with some intro and stuff like that, it will be close to 3, but not really full 3. Yeah, and then we can see what they bring to the table and what we can do with this. This system break here doesn't really make sense, right? Well, it did. Okay. Good. So then, yeah, but that's a 2.5 hour stream already. I think that's enough for today. Tomorrow I won't be streaming tomorrow, but yeah, on Thursday, if everything goes well, I will be streaming again. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you, Marjay. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Lucy Waves. Thank you, Eduard, and all you other beautiful people who have been here today. Like 5 people, so 2 more. I don't know yet. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for being part of this and joining me on this journey. Thank you for your questions and your ideas, yeah, and your input. I really value that. Yeah, and tomorrow I think we'll continue preparing our first workshop. In the meantime, I will be looking for musicians we could hire. I have some people in mind, but I have to ask them if they are free. Yeah, and then we'll prepare our first workshop. Looking forward to this, because then things are getting real. It's not like this is not real, but you know what I mean. I hope. Okay, perfect. Thank you, everybody, and see you on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So the day after tomorrow. 10 a.m. Central European Time, I will be streaming again. It was a pleasure working with you. You know what I mean.